All right, now, if you are thinking about taking a trip someplace, I don't know, around the globe, anywhere, but you're not quite sure how to pick out a place, how about considering some popular on-screen locations?
Yeah, this would be fun. So travel expert and founder of TravelPulse.com, Mark Murphy, is here in the app travel agency.
Yes.
And he has some travel deals this morning. So, okay, we're going to take movie locations, or like if we're big fans of a movie.
Or a TV show.
Or a TV show,
Sure.
you're going to tell us where to travel.
All right, so you like Star Wars?
Yes,
Yes.
we all
Everyone
do.
likes Star Wars. You know that Jabba the Hutt scene?
Yeah.
So you can go there and you can go to Death Valley. And it's not exactly a great time to go, but you might want to pick a little bit later in the year.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
Because you'll literally die
Because it
there.
is Death Valley for a reason.
And when you do these trips, like you want to find a local lodge, a local place. And in the case of Death Valley, there's a place called the Panamint Springs Hotel, and that place is about $99.
Yeah.
So it's one of these trips where you book your air out of Chicago, you show up, you stay in a cheaper hotel, and just enjoy being outside and
Yeah.
experiencing that.
What's the best time of year to go?
Later. You know,
Later?
when,
Like,
when it
so
gets
wintertime?
cooler. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
It looks
Exactly. There's the
I mean,
Panamint Springs, nice little property.
and
Not fancy,
Yeah.
but you're not there for the property. You're there for
The experience. Yeah.
You
Exactly.
probably get great
And if you're a
photos.
Star
Yeah.
Wars fan, it's like being on the moon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's really crazy.
cool. That is
And then
cool.
like the RedWood National Park is another great spot to go. And again, you stay at like the Holiday Inn Express, and it's a little bit more expensive. It costs you about $160, $170 a night. This is unbelievable with these amazing redwoods. And you know, when you think of the redwoods, you think of the Ewoks flying around
Okay,
and
that's
all that cool
okay.
stuff. So I definitely recommend that. It's a fantastic experience. So you definitely want to check that out.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
Just
and-
the
Yeah.
picture alone makes
Yeah,
you
and
want to go.
all these places are so easy to get to from Chicago because you're very central.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you have low cost carriers in many cases. So just look at the low cost carriers. I always say when you're putting together independent trips like this, a travel agent's a great choice. Get them to do all the work for you, and they can arrange everything, and they'll give you a beautiful document with all your stuff planned out, and even little tours along the way. So definitely do that.
And especially if you're trying to experience the things that were in the movie. But if
Right.
you want to go to another country, Seville, Spain is the place
well,
to go?
it's Seville or Sevilla?
Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Sevilla.
Sevilla.
So with Sevilla, you can do that, and you can experience where I think it was Naboo, where the young Anakin Skywalker showed up, and so that is absolutely stunning. I've been there; it's fantastic, and there's different ways to do it. You can combine it up with a river cruise, so you can go and experience that. Then you can jump over to Portugal and do a Douro river cruise. You know, there's a number of companies that do it. There's Uniworld, which is a great cruise line. There's one called Ama Waterways. So that river cruise concept is going huge because you're able to really experience the destination. You only have to unpack and pack once.
Yeah, that's
you know,
nice
which is
because when
nice.
you're in, especially if you take the trip all the way to Europe, you
Yeah.
want to see a bunch of different things, but the whole going from city to city can be a little trying.
It can be challenging. So,
Yeah.
and it's funny because the guys who used to take you on the motor coaches and still do the guided vacation guys, they're the ones who are really big on the river cruise because it's really taking the motor coach and putting it on.
A ship.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and so it's really interesting. It's a great product.
What about Game of Thrones, real quick? We're running out of time.
Okay,
Like,
so
give
Game
us
of-
a couple of things. For
So
Game of
Game of Thrones, you know, you've got these unbelievable sites, and a lot of them are in the UK, Northern Ireland, for instance. So one of my favorite companies is CIET Tours, and what they do is they do the motor coach tour, they put you with a group, or you can do independent travel, so they can literally build your trip around that, or you can do an off-the-shelf trip, which will be a little more cost-effective, and experience it as well.
Wow, and they plan it around Game of Thrones. That's
Look
how
at
popular it is.
Yeah, and then,
so this is
this is Dubrovnik. So in the case of Game of Thrones, it's shot in a number of places. So for Dubrovnik, which is part of Croatia, what you want to do is you want to do a cruise, and there's a company called Homeric Tours that puts it together, and you'll do the whole coast there, and Croatia will have many stops, including Dubrovnik along the way, and Dubrovnik's famous for those red-tiled roofs.
Oh, man,
That's
So you can go
beautiful.
and experience that as well. So you've got a lot of choices, you've got a lot of experiences, you know, and you can't do it all. So pick what you want. Do the Croatian cruise, and then maybe next year do the tour in Northern Ireland, and then maybe for a little quick getaway, go over to RedWood National Forest, Death Valley. Just, hey man, just travel, enjoy it.
That's a really good idea because you know the last time it was this big was for Lord of the Rings when everybody was going to
Yeah,
New Zealand.
right.
So now
Right.
there's a whole other thing.
Right, and there's always something, right?
Yeah.
And, I
Yeah.
mean, Star Wars has been around since when, right?
Since
I mean,
we were kids.
forever, right?
Yeah, so-
I grew up with it, so well, I guess we all did.
Yeah.
So-
Well,
Thanks a
you
lot,
know,
Mark.
well,
we
it's great.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Listen, if you visit Mark's website, travelpulse.com, you'll find information about these and other deals to other on-screen destinations. He's got a whole bunch of good ideas for you. Travelpulse.com. Always good to see you.
Yeah,
Mark.
thanks,
Thank
Mark, so
you.
much.